This is the DJI OSMO Nano review, the action cam that I've been using for my running vlogs, especially for the ones that you can see that I'm in action running. The first thing that we are gonna talk about is that how little this is. So you can see my hand here and I'm gonna place it. That's how little it is. Size of my thumb. And then with this camera alone, without the vision, that's it, That's the size of it. And this vision dock works as a touchscreen which where you can use it to see your photos and videos in this camera. It can store storage, of course, with how much you can use it or how much did you buy for the storage. For me, it was 128 gigabytes for the internal storage. Also, it has an SD card where you can use an SD card to store those photos and videos. But in my case, I don't have any. So yeah, I only have for the internal storage. It only has 100 plus gigabytes, and that is for the storage. And we are gonna talk about the accessories that comes within the box. So first off, this accessory, which is a hat clip that you can use, and this is the thing that I usually use when it comes to running. And you just have to, I don't know if you can see this, but just have to put it down there into your hat, something like that. Yep, you need the hat like this, the one that has this thing, the strap that is kind of thick, so this clip will hold into. And then you can put the camera there, just like that, and I'm gonna use it like that. I am mostly, having this thing for that purpose. So yeah, that's the hat clip for this. And then we move on to the next accessory that comes within this box. This is called ball joint. As they say, this ball joint has a suction cup where you can place it somewhere. You can maybe in the glass. Yeah, most likely it grips in the glasses. So that's, I think, is the purpose of this. This have to put it there, something like that, and you can use it. And the fun thing about this, is you can remove this suction cup, right? And then if you have a tripod, which I'm basically using right now to film this, you can use it into your tripod that has this thread. I don't know what's the size of it. So yeah, that's just a bonus feature, I guess. And it works for me, so I can use my tripod. This is just review where, it benefits me, but I don't know about any other creators that how do they use this thing. So I'm just basically showing you guys how I use mine in terms of that. I know it's late review, but anyway, still gonna do it. So, you might find this review helpful, I guess. If you find that helpful, I hope that you can subscribe and help my channel grow. That's a good help for me. Thank you for that. And we move on to the next accessory where the magnet has it. This is, I don't know what do you call this, but maybe a chest pendant or whatever you may call it. Adjustable magnetic clip. So for POV shots where you can use it like that to your neck and then put it to your inside of your shirt. This is good for a POV shot, whenever that you go outside. I don't know if you saw that. Yes, magnet, you can use it portrait, something like that. Yeah, and you're good to go. That's the purpose for me into the magnetic clip, that comes within the box. So yeah, that's it. For the next accessory, we have this headband that has a magnetic clip also, which can be used for running also. But I have not used this. That's the purpose of it. I'm gonna put it to my head, it's gonna be, it's gonna look good for me. If I put this into my head, I'm not gonna look good as a runner, but at least, you can give your viewers some point of view whenever that you run, because having this, just the perspective of a runner, can use it whenever, I guess. And yeah, this is basically a running combo. So this comes from that running combo. I don't know if they still have that bundle. So yeah, I bought this DJI. I bought this camera on the website itself, and if you like to help me somehow, you wanna buy from my affiliate link down below into the description box. So that's it for those accessories, and we move on to the next, which is probably the quality. You can use this camera for up to 4K max. That's the quality, but I'm using 2.7K and 50 FPS every time that I record, because I know 4K is kinda a lot, when it comes to that, and it drains the battery so much. So I prefer to use the 2.7K quality of the video and 50 frames per second. So that's what I am using whenever, and here are some footage for that. Run 5K, and going into this race, I wasn't really having the intensity. I wasn't just consistent about running, putting up the volume. Honestly, the intensity was fading in. And for context, I can use it for about 1 hour or 2 hours total of clips when I'm on that resolution. So yeah, I can record for about more than 1 hour and 30 of videos, just this camera alone, without charging it here, because if you connect this thing, this serves as a power bank, so yeah, it has a little bit of charging whenever that you connect them together. So what more that I can talk about the camera, I am trying to think of. For the price, I totally forgot, but I'm gonna show up into the screen, and yep, that's the price. One thing I love about this camera is that I can carry it whenever I run, because it's just so little. I don't need to carry my phone with me, because I'm not really, especially if I'm gonna have a long run, the phone is kind of bit heavy compared to this. So that's what I'm trying to, the convenient of having this camera. You can capture everywhere having this, and also it is magnetic. It's magnetic, guys, believe me. I just can't prove it, So yeah, you can put it somewhere, film yourself, on a post maybe, or somewhere that has metal. So yeah, that's the feature of this camera. The back of the camera is the one that is magnetic, right? You can use that. So I guess that's just it. If you made it here and you've managed to finish the video somehow, I am grateful for that, and thank you for your support. If you want to see more videos, support the channel. See you guys on to the next. Peace out.